Ciao ragazzi, this is Moment from Inter Worldwide. I don't know when we're gonna learn. It's now every time we take a lead against a team, we just drop back and think that we can hold our position. And every time we failed against Lazio, Mönchengladbach, and then now against Atalanta. And even the draw against Real Madrid, when we got the tie, we dropped back and we lost the game. I don't know, is it just one trick? You get a goal and then you drop back? It's not working. We need to find another way. Maybe stick to the game plan and keep going. And just make attacking substitutions that will actually affect the game instead of telling them to drop back to hold the opposition. First half was poor, balanced, but poor still. We had this one long ball to one of the forwards. The season is getting more complicated and complicated now. Now one win, I think, in 8 games. This is not good enough. International break, maybe we can get our thoughts together. And maybe we'll see a good run after the international break.
Ciao ragazzi, this is Bikram from Inter Worldwide, post-Inter vs Atalanta. Common story again. Drop points, really, that's the reality. There's no point sugarcoating it. Another lead lost, and what more can you say, really? It's just I think that we're just making decisions. Our substitutions are made without the same intent as our opposition. And today again, I think to have a 1-goal lead and then to see their manager Gasperini make decisions with the intent, as you'd expect when you're behind, but we just sort of had no real plan, no purpose. We made a lot of like-for-like substitutions. Some of it didn't really make sense, and we didn't read the game. The game was changing. Atalanta were getting on top, and we didn't adjust accordingly, and it's as simple as that. And this is the same story that we talk about every game. So that's really disappointing in that respect. I thought some of the substitutions were very odd. Lukaku clearly wasn't match fit, and for us to berate Belgium, for the last few days for selecting Lukaku and then play him when he's clearly lacking match fitness, as indicated by his first 2 touches of the ball. So I think, especially with the international break, we didn't have to rest players for their national team. And I thought Sanchez for Perisic, that was probably the only reasonable sub. Sanchez plays with a lot of energy, but doesn't really combine well when he starts the game with his strike partner. And I thought he tried, but certainly as a combination that wasn't there. But all the other substitutions simply just like for like substitutions, and they just didn't really make sense, or they didn't really demonstrate any understanding of the reading of the game. So look, for me, that was the biggest take home point, but it seems to be the same take home point every game. Apart from that, we saw probably our best team defensively on paper in Skriniar, De Vrij, and Bastoni. And look, they had their moments. They were a little bit off the pace at certain times. I think all players were a little bit, as you'd expect, playing against Atalanta. It's a fast-paced game, and you expect yellow cards to come. But in the end, I think the Inters that we know managed to win these games. Especially when they had the lead, and it wasn't to be for us. And what more can you say? Really, we just got to wait now for the international break before we can redeem ourselves, and hopefully we can turn around over Christmas this year. But that hasn't happened in a long time. But ultimately, all I can say is stay positive.